This is Signal Hounds, talking RF, and today we are map testing using the SP145 paired with mapping mode in Spike. With the SP145 connected to a computer running Spike, setup is easy as importing a map and using the internal GPS, giving the user the ability to capture and analyze wireless coverage and performance, which is valuable in today's networked world.
Hello, welcome to Talking RF. Tom Lane with Signal Hound here, and we are rolling with part 2 of our SP145 map test. So we're going back to Signal Hound, and everything's set up. We're going to start taking a look at our RF mapping application. With mapping mode enabled, I'm going to load our pre-configured maps, import the session, 22 left, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in tracking mode. So now it'll start collecting data on our drive. So you'll see in a future demo, we'll work with these maps and work out the details of downloading maps, getting maps scaled correctly, and making the adjustments that we need to make to get maps into the system. But we can take our measurements even if we drive off the map, which we also showed in a previous demo, driving outside of the map range and still collecting and measuring the data. All right, so we made it back onto 205 after a nice bumpy trip out here, and we're starting to see some energy show up in our region. No, but definitely, so the signal is definitely directional. There is nothing, an area where we're picking up quite a bit of signal. The two channels are pretty close together for 23R and 23L. But this data looks a little bit inconclusive. Maybe a lot inconclusive. So zooming in around this area, it doesn't look like we saw the same result as on the trip down when we were tuned to 111.3. But slightly off-tuned, it does appear that there's a pretty strong signal. But we'll just continue with this drive test. We'll continue set at 110, and we'll see where that takes us.
So it's interesting. Now the signal's gone. It crept in and then left, just like it was supposed to. So there's definitely a directional signal in that space. Is it the ILS frequency? That's curious. Could be.
So that concluded the drive-by of PDX.
After data is captured in the field, measurement points can be exported as a simple CSV or in KML format, which can be then opened in Google Earth mapping services with full heat mapping preserved, Google Maps mapping service, and other compatible programs. Sessions preserving maps, measurements, and configuration data can be exported on one PC and imported and viewed on another, enabling data collection in the field for timely analysis in the lab with a simple file exchange. Like, follow, and subscribe for more Signal Hound and RF content.